Hello everyone, myself Vijishan Yutubaiwala from Computer Department. My topic is Network Intrusion Detection System, guided by Professor Vijay Vikadvi. Topics: Introduction, Front-end and Back-end Technologies, Project Models, Backgrounds, Entity Relationship, Use Case, Data Flow, Sequence, Flowchart, Snapshots Modules, Snap Modules, Database, Feature Scope, and Reference. Introduction. Network-based intrusion detection system is the surveillance of packets inbound and outbound from the network. Also able to give track and trace as well as modification on network system. Additionally, for more accessing of resources or information at advanced level of network configuration has been provided. Project not only surrounded with this but also providing some basic level of protocols, adding more functionalities such as accessing website or adding more internet accessing front end and back end. As current marketing scenario such as or several application are web based, we are will going for this. Created desktop based applications due to easy enhancement, fast modification and flexible. Handle as it handles for free application for the advanced level components. Using NetBeans 8.2 version with the help of Java coding technology framework has been created, which will help in development for future usage. For backend use, DB browser database SQLite has been given as it easy for modules. Project modules. This project mainly is surrounded with central system as it goes to track and trust tolerance of network system. Hence, the project modules having login panel, admin panel, user panel, login panel through which both side of organization employee can log into the system. Admin panel having most configuration models for modification on network system, web applications, user asset information, backup, user profile, chat actions. In user, two more modules in new users and update user information, chat, email received and sent email, actions, network configurations, network information, server access, group policies, traffic analyzer, and host and services. Network configuration in this modules. First of all, let us web application control. Uh, but admin allows to give the permissions to the user for accessing external websites, which are not allowed accessing during regular days. User asset information, and there is employees and their devices information will be stored here. Backup all the information will be all the network information will be stored in particular directory PDF format types with their details. User profile, new user, if any employees come to the organization, insertion of all details will be here. Update user informations, if any users want temporary devices, so he will put all update its profiles. Chats in chats email received from various users send email. In this admin will send all the emails to the particular users and the internal users. Actions in this admin perform various operations on networks and related to that their access managements, network configurations, and network configuration updations. So in the network will be there. Network information, all the information. Example, where the if maximum, if, for example, three networks are there. So what are the what are the devices and routers and switches are given will be listed down information. Server access allows user will be in server access, create server for the for the users, such as printer server and all that. Group policies for a particular, if there are 7 members or 10 to 15 members want to access particular things, so by admin panel he will make those using their employees ID. He will make policies with their node IDs. Traffic analyzer inbound and check all the packets inbound and outbound from the network to network. Host and services list of all the hosts and services with IP addresses. User panel having less access control on central network system, hence given some of the modules for requesting purpose modules. Request profile, file sharing, file manager, updates, access assets, and protocol access. Profiles update their profiles, file sharing, internal file sharing, file manager, upload and download day-to-day works, updates if there are any updates from management for asset for devices. Access asset in this model, user are allowed to send a request for temporary usage of other devices. Protocol access, protocol access. He wants to, if he wants to access outer resources. Diagrams, diagrams, use case, day sequence, and flowchart. Diagrams, if, for entities, administrator, data package, administrator, intruder, data package, users. Administrator have a name, password, admin ID, intruder, packet add, monitor, and port, data packets, packet number. And if intruder, if intruder want to enter in the network system, I will check all these things via admin. If admin is confirmed over content and packet and address IP addresses, then it will forward to the users. Otherwise, it will be dropped. So here it is, the figure diagrams of use case diagram. In use case diagram, you have to look it closely. Um, and three actors: IT admin, handler, and users. Login is a basic part where all the actors will be logging. IT admin, insert and check updates regarding network system. If there is any modification has to do with existing system, he will do it in this. Modify changes as per requirement of organization. Handler will tell IT admin if there are any changes. So IT admin directly make changes to network infrastructure. Share after that, sharing messages for access, internal, website, resources and devices, which is accessible by IT admin and users for sharing the information in between them. View updates regarding new and current. If there are new user or employee has been entered in the organization, admin will be create all this his related tasks. Keep tracking of each assets and then create groups and policies for users. This is accessible by IT admin and user. And handler is a handler will check it out of what these things are going, what the what the number of users are going to going handling to this, and after that logout. Data flow diagrams. Admin will handle two things: a network system configuration, cybersecurity objectives, and get updates from user schedule updates, and user query. If at the other point, at the other side, this network system will, or configuration cybersecurity objectives will be checked by handler. If it is not satisfied, it will tell to the admin, and to keep modify or keep change on these things, and it will, after updating on this by admin, it will be again, it will be checked, correspondingly checked by handler. And daily regular work systems, and this will work to the monitoring will be by the admins. Parallelly, sending messages and verification, and modify on if any is there. So admin will tells users there any information regarding him to do the task, such as submitting assets and all that. I will let him know by message, and it will be simultaneously response by users. DFD1 for the admin login page, add, modify, remove, add new add new user, new asset, check details for new assets, setup, give unique identities, uh, asset setup, give unique identities, add new allocated devices to group, give granted requested required as per required, modify and grant permission in internal external uses for users, and then modify, check the daily activity routines work, check recommendation by handler, group policies, network and adjustment, which is which is given by add, and modify, upgrade the network configuration system as per changes done on group policies. While removing the user profile, put the system in backup, clear all the history system. DFT2 for the users login profile, or to check profile first, check profile in system, send email and messages, check email for update from admins, sending messages, then it will be, if it is not, it will be send emails and messages again for the query, for the query. If other thing on the other hand, if if any requirements for the assets for the device is temporary, it will be notified to the it will be notified to the admin, and if it is not, it will be again request via email, then accept. A sequence diagram, there are two actors on the right hand side, users and on the left side, admin. While admin logins, add user network, uh, add a user network system, give permission to the access application, make group and policies, and make modification on the network system. Why? As and sub security options. While after that, it will be exit. He will be exit. And on the other side, if user enrolls, update the update update profile, check email and messages from the admin, as well as proceed for the request for temporary devices, and then exit. Flowchart, flowchart for the user and admin. If login, if authentication is successful, then a particular, they both go into their profiles, such as admin will be in admin panel and user will be user panel. If it is not, it will be in login page again. And at admin side, update information will be there on the well, for network, and that is user network update, in update network update configuration based on policies and all, and then exit. If any the update is there, it will be do this. User users, if it is new user or existing users, if it is new, you have to he has to assign all that things. And existing, just let the let let the request, let let check it out notifications and all, and notifications and messages at the user's profile, at the at the user side and the profile. If it is checked for the update for profiles, will if is there any update in the profile, I will just go in the profile. Otherwise, update for the messages and messages from admin panel. And if it is, or vice versa, he request for new access grant or access grant for temporary device, then he will be accessed. Now check all the framework of developed by me. This is a login panel. Data dictionary. Data storage is very important while performing respiratory of application. We have taken a DB browser SQLite database for that purpose. Database have following tables in it: login, email, device audit, user information, internet information, and audit. Future scope: a multinational metropolitan considered needs multiple lands for handling internet connectivity. Using this application, they can keep record all the things, including defense list system from inside of network. Also, blocking and warning signal will be assigned while upgrading application through which records are directly in hand of IT admin department, through which they can actually take action against the victim from records. Bibliography.